Hello and welcome to Nexus Tarot. My name is Nicole. As you can hopefully see, I have a new setup for filming. I have a lot more space for the cards. I'm still tweaking things, and I definitely have more plans on how to further improve upon this setup. But let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. Today we're going to be diving into what is the next step in your life, a new adventure, if you will. You want to put it in terms of the tarot cards. This is very much inspired by the Fool card. I do hope to make this be a series where we progress, step by step through the Major Arcana. So please look forward to that. And this is a timeless reading. So that means if you've clicked on this video, no matter when you have done so, the messages are still going to apply to you today. So you'll be choosing from these 3 decks right here, or 3 piles. You can pick more than one if you feel called to it, because since these are generalized readings, you can take what resonates for you and then just leave aside, push aside whatever does not. So yeah, and as always, feel free to use the timestamps provided to you down below to jump around to any part of the video that you wish to. I'm going to leave you all for a minute here to reflect and meditate with these decks, so that way you can have some time to pick one. I will see each of you in your readings. Hello, pile number 1. This is going to be your reading about where is the next step of your life going? What new adventure is going to be coming to you? This group work. What's the next step in their life? What is the next step in it? Interesting. Interesting. Right. Well, I can say that probably the next step in your life is definitely overcoming some conflict. If you've got a lot of conflict going on in your life right now, you're definitely getting over it. I think you've been dealing with a lot of frustration with people around you and just not liking where things are. But I think the next step in your direction in your life is going to be getting over that. We have the 5 of Wands here, but since it was reversed, it means you're moving beyond that. You're moving past that. And I think the way you've been dealing with things currently in your life. Like normally the Eight of Wands is a very fast moving card. It means that things happen very, very quickly. But since it pulled up reverse for you in the position of where you are and what is the state of your life right now, things have been moving pretty slowly, but I think that's going to change going forward. I think you're going to get over that. I think you've been feeling kind of stuck in a rut, and I think that's definitely going to be changing very, very soon. I think the risk that you're taking with the way things are right now is with your job. Like, you've had this opportunity kind of handed to you, but I don't think it's been feeling very good to you. Like, you're like, it seems like a big pipe dream. It seems like something that is like almost too good to be true, and it has the potential to make your career go, but I think in your gut it just does not sit with you. In your heart of hearts, sorry, this one is the next one. Like, you're kind of like caught between a rock and a hard place with the choice of it. Like, you're just not sure where to go with it. Like, you've been sort of not sure what to do with any of this information and what to do with all of the conflict around you. So hence why, like, you've just been sort of like sitting with it. You haven't been moving past it. You've just been sitting with it and not making decisions to move beyond it. But I think you're definitely going to be overcoming that. And in fact, like, I think this new conflict that you're getting out of, it might still actually help with your career, and it might make you feel happier. Like, I think a different opportunity is going to come your way. I think a warning to be aware of is that when the King of Pentacles is reversed, it's sort of like, oh, what is the word that I'm looking for? I think you've been feeling like this could probably be your boss, but I think this is more you, that you've been feeling very much stuck. But I think and you've just been not feeling very powerful in your career and where things are going. But I think it's going to get better as you're going to get over this conflict, and you're going to feel very fulfilled with where your job is going. I think that's the next step, is like getting over all of the conflicts that's going on at work, and doing it very quickly. It might at first feel like it's a slow start because you're just so used to just dealing with it day in and day out. But I think you actually do need to just make a choice and just go with it. Either move beyond the job that you're doing right now or the project that you're doing right now and go with something new, because it's going to lead to you feeling very fulfilled. It'll end up making you feel happier, but it's just the next step. It's just the first step. This is just the start of something. Where you take it is going to be up to you. You need to start not feeling like, not letting things just sort of, oops, sorry. I had something on my wrist. You need to start taking action with things. Make decisions. Actually make decisions on how to go about with your life. Become this great king who is very much become this king who knows how to handle his finances and his money. Take advantage of someone who is able to take advantage of opportunity when needed. Did not realize that everything was super shiny, so if I'm going to try to make these a little bit better. New setups. Yeah. Been dealing with conflicts. You're going to get over them. You've been moving very slowly through life. But I think you need to start making a quick change and actually make logical choices that make sense. I think what you've been doing so far has just not been making any sense in terms of like logically and spiritually. And I think you just need to start using more common sense and actually just listen to your gut. Listen to the inner king that you are and just start actually making choices that'll bring you fulfillment. Let's see here. What do we got from some oracle cards? Answer the call. What is your soul calling for you to do? I think you've just been very much ignoring what you know is to be right. I think you've just been kind of going with the flow instead of taking action and making decisions yourself on what you should be doing. You've just been kind of letting people make decisions for you. You've been letting people make decisions for you instead of actually taking control of your life and making the decisions that you know that you should be making. You've just been letting other people make the decisions instead of yourself. Leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. I think you just need to actually just take that leap. Take that leap, and you will get over all of the internal conflicts that you've been feeling. This is where you're going. You're getting over all of this inner conflict that you've been having, but you have to take that first step. Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. So yeah, I think you just need to make sure you're like, I feel like at the same time with this, people have probably been in your ear telling you that, hey, why are you just sitting here and letting all of this happen in this conflict when you can take charge and of your life and your finances and your health and actually make a difference? You've been sort of just like, they've been telling you that you need to make a choice, but you've just been like, no, it'll get better, if I just wait it out, if I just wait it out, it'll get better. But it's not been getting any better. I think you actually need to make that leap and take that golden opportunity and actually go with it. Be loyal to what you love, dog spirit. There's been something that you love, and I think you've just been ignoring it instead of like actually going with what you love. I think you've just been sitting with the choices that people have made for you instead of actually going and actually making the decisions to do the things that you love to do. A rebirth is assured. That spirit. Yeah. All of this reversed energy right here tells me you've just been kind of hitting stagnant and you need a rebirth. You need that golden opportunity. You need to start feeling fulfilled at your work. Start looking at what you have and what you can do and what you can't do, and do what you can. And I think a rebirth is going to be assured for you. Parrot spirit, watch your words. Yeah, you gotta, as always, watch your words. I think because you've been sitting stagnant and not really doing anything and just kind of maybe avoiding the conflict instead of just trying to overcome the conflict, you need to, as you start making these changes, I think you need to just be careful of how you phrase things in to the people that are around you. So that way you're not going to push any more buttons and and as you leave to do the new things that you want to do, just watch your words, and I think you will still get what you want. This is the next step in your life, but you got to take it, you got to grasp it, you got to grasp that golden opportunity and actually take it, but you just got to be careful of how you say things. All right, so as always, I have my trusty pendulum right here. So I want you to think of a yes or no question and hold it at the front of your mind, and my pendulum will answer it for you. Wiggle. It's actually very warm in here, so I'm trying to like not wiggle my hand. Let me see here. Starting to swing yes. Oh, now it's very much swinging yes. So the answer to your yes or no question is yes. All right, pile number 1. I hope you liked your reading. I know I probably wasn't being super clear at the start, but I think I got the hang of it. I'm getting used to this new space and everything. So I hope you liked the reading, and if you did, give me a thumbs up and a like, and consider subscribing. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 2. This is going to be your reading about the next step of your life, the new adventure. Let's get started. What is new adventure? How appropriate. Appropriate. All right, so I think you were literally going to be you're in the process of making a brand new life for yourself. Like, as the new adventure, we got the Fool for what your adventure awaits you, what new challenges. I think you just need to, I think you've got something in the works that you've been thinking about, some new project that you've been starting on, but you've just been unsure to do it. I think you do. I think you need to, whatever this new project of yours, this new life that you've been thinking about making for yourself, you really need to start going for it. Where you've currently been at, the 7 of Swords, I think you've just been feeling like currently you've defending what you have has been just kind of a struggle, and you're just not sure if it's worth fighting for anymore. I think things have been sort of been feeling a little out of control of your life, and it's just been doing everything that you can take to just defend what you have. The risk that you're putting on the line for all of this is, I feel like, how do I explain this? I feel like you've been thinking about how to come across as people. I think you're afraid of how this is going to make people think of you and see you. Like, I think they've been seeing you as this very smart person who is very logical, who is very, thinks with their head and less with their heart, and who is very authoritative and makes all the right choices because he just knows everything. But I think you feel like if you go on to this new adventure, it's going to affect how people see you. It might tarnish what they think of you. But I don't think you should. I feel like you've always just been feeling so on guard all of your life. Like, the Nine of Wands is like you've put up a huge wall around yourself and your life, and it's just been taking everything that you have. You've got these two cards that very much, like, I think internally you've been just fighting for so long and you're tired of it. You're tired of fighting. You want something new. You want, maybe, I feel like you still want people to think of you as this logical person, but I think you just need to, I think this is who you are, and it's not going to change. Just because you take something new doesn't mean that you can't still show that you are very logical. You're just tired. I think you're just tired. You want to stop fighting. You want to stop putting up guards around yourself. And I think you just need to be careful of going forward with how you spend things. You don't want to be someone who is spending things willy-nilly. You don't want to, like, just be spending recklessly. Make sure that you are keeping your finances in line. Make sure that you are not just throwing your money away on things that don't need to be thrown away. Just take the time to think about things logically and how you're going to spend your finances. Maybe you're actually going on a trip. I think you actually have been thinking about taking a vacation. Maybe you're thinking about taking a vacation or moving. You just need to probably make sure you've got your finances in line. Don't spend recklessly. Don't spend defensively. Like, yes, maybe spend defensively, but just make sure that you're just being smart about it. And I think just going forward, just try to not be someone who views yourself as a victim. We are all capable of making great change in ourselves. Just don't think of things as out of your control. They are very much in your control. You just have to find avenues of looking at things differently. Maybe taking a step back, take that couple days off, take a small vacation to reassess your life and how you can make things better for yourself and move on. I think you've just been, and again, you've got all of these walls. And I think you need to start thinking about maybe letting down some of these walls. Start thinking about maybe someone who you can confide in, someone who is also very logical and smart, and maybe getting a different perspective on how you can look at things and how you can take this next step in your life that you really want to go for. You've just been feeling like you're so much on the back foot that you just haven't been able to take it. I think if you find this person who is very smart, but is also kind of like, maybe they've got a new project that they've started, someone who is smart and who has started a new project, maybe you should go to them for advice on how they actually got started. What steps did they take to move on and move past this and go for their dreams? Maybe that'll give you some inspiration of your own. Let's get some Break Your Light cards going for this. Inner Temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. You need to tune in on maybe why you've put up all of these walls around yourself. What did someone hurt you? And now you've just made it so that you don't want any help. I think you really need to start letting down some of your walls. You've got way too many walls, and you've probably locked out a lot of people that you should be letting in. You don't have to take their advice. You can always just listen and disregard, but you should at least listen to them. Listen to what they're saying at the very, very least. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Are you putting up all of these walls? Are you hiding these walls? Are you putting up these walls to hide your inner self? Are you really someone who is fun and goofy? You want to be fun and goofy, but you've put up this image of yourself and you're just not sure if that's what you should do. I think you need to start letting down your walls so that way you can accept your inner child again. Find the things that you want to be doing instead. Oop. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. I think you've very much already laid down foundations, and I think you just need to start expanding upon them. Look for something new, something that's going to maybe jumpstart your career. You just got to make sure to not... There's going to be stumbling blocks along the way. Just make sure you don't fall into the pattern of being too hard and critical on yourself. Making, those are very much pitfalls people fall into when things don't go the way they expect. They start blaming themselves, and they start blaming also the things around them. And then they start putting up more walls. I think you just need to be careful about that. If you've got also like a grandmother, if you've got, or even just a maternal person to look towards, maybe you just need to start spending time with them. See if they have any of those seeding lights, some plans that they've got some advice for. All right. Thought I was feeling some cards there, but I wasn't feeling this one. Cat spirit. Claim your independence. Yeah. Claim your independence and take on that new path. I think you just have been feeling very much locked behind walls, and you just need to be let free. Ah! Well, I'm not feeling like those were calling. I think that was just a me thing, me dropping cards like a dum-dum. Pro spirit, co-create with the spirit. Yeah, like I was saying, I think you need to start collaborating with some people who are very smart and who have also started some new projects. Start collaborating with them so that way you can also get some advice and start listening to your gut about it. Make sure you are always listening to what your gut is telling to you. If something doesn't feel right, then don't go with it. But if something does feel right, you should definitely start listening to it further and start exploring that more. Wombat spirit, be at home. I think you just, at the end of the day, just do whatever feels comfortable to you. Make sure you're doing something that's going to make you feel safe, make you feel secure. I think you've been at home, but you've not been feeling secure. You're very much feeling like you've got anxiety, you're on your last stand, and you've just been combating things left, right, and center. You need to find a way to make your safe space be safe again. All right, now I'm gonna do the pendulum question. So I want you to think of a question in your brain that can be answered with a yes or a no, and my pendulum will answer it. Let me see, let me get comfortable so that way arm can be still. My arm is not being very still. 1 second, sorry. That is a no. The answer to your yes or no question is a no. All right, pile number 2. Hopefully that helps you out some and you liked this reading. If you did, please consider giving me a thumbs up, and also consider subscribing. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 3. This is going to be your reading about what's your new adventure, the next step that you should be taking. This is just the start of it. It doesn't mean that it can always change. It's just the start. What does pile number next step in their new adventure? Very, very interesting. Let's see here. Got the reversed 4 of Pentacles as the next step. I think if you've been having struggles with money, I think that's about to change. I think you're going to start feeling freer with the things that you want to be doing. Like, yes, the 4 of Pentacles is very much a saving card, but since this is the next step in your journey, I think you're going to start feeling freer to be able to do the things that you've been wanting to do. I think money is going to start not feeling like it's going to be as much of a thing that's blocking you. I think it's going to start being something that you're not going to take much into consideration anymore. And I think as far as like the reverse King of Cups, this has kind of been representing where you are. You've been feeling very emotionally dissatisfied, that you've been sort of not been feeling like you have any sort of control in your emotions. And I think that is definitely going to start changing for you. The reverse, I think though, what you need to be careful of going forward, the High Priestess is in reverse, is you need to just be making sure you are always listening to your gut, always listening to your inner voice. If something does not feel right, don't do it. If something does feel right, make sure you follow through with that. The High Priestess being in reverse right here in this spot of the spread means that I think you've also not been listening to your inner gut. You've not been listening to your heart. You've been sort of just kind of been going with the flow, and instead of actually listening and trusting yourself, you need to start trusting yourself. I think this to me is just you've been very much out of touch with your inner voice. As far as like because you've been feeling, again, this is your foundations. These 3 cards right here are very much like kind of like the foundations going on with it. You've been very much feeling like you have no control over your emotions. The King and the Knight are very much external cards. Like the Page and the Queen, they're very much sort of like internal cards. They follow their suits very internally. The Knight and the King are very external cards, but these both are reversed, which means you've just been feeling like you have no control. You've been sort of going along with your life. Maybe you've been feeling very depressed. That would not surprise me if you've been feeling very depressed, if you've been feeling like you've had no control over your finances, no control over your emotions, and you've been ignoring your inner voice. I think that's going to change from starting forward. I think you just need to make sure that you're not, I think you just need to start moving. This card right here, the Four of Swords, is about being rested, but it also starts to the Five of Swords that follows it is very much like a card that depicts change. You need to ready yourself and be rested up for the next big change in your life. I think you've just been making sure that you're taking rest and you are being prepared. And I think going forward, again, the Moon card reversed is very much about, like, the moon is very much about, like, hidden paths being illuminated and, you know, like, following your intuition. I think you've just not been following your gut. You know what you should be doing. You know what you should be doing, but you have not been following through with it at all. You've just been sort of like wallowing in your emotions. And I know that is such a, like, oh, you should, like, you're sad, just like get up and do your thing. And I think what you need to start doing is just slowly making small changes in your life. They don't have to be big, but they have to be small changes. And then I think from there, what you can start doing is just, once you start making small steps in your life, you'll be more comfortable making bigger steps in your life. Like, something that helped me is I have very much ADHD, and I have like I very much have issues making decisions, and I feel like I have so much on my plate that I just like have no motivation to get anything done because I don't feel like I'm going to tackle anything. Start making yourself a little checklist that you do every day. You know, something small, like today I'm going to do the dishes. Tomorrow I'm going to go grocery shopping. I'm going to, you know, and then the day after that I'm going to, you know, take my car in to get, you know, it's been making kind of funny noises. I'm going to actually go in and get that checked. You know, I've been having the money, I've saved up for it. I've just been not motivated to go do it. I think you just need to start getting up and making small little tasks for yourself, something that you have physical proof of, a checklist that you can check off and look back on and reflect every day and be like, hey, I actually did accomplish something. I did do something that I wanted to do. Sorry, I just hit the mic. I don't know if you heard that, but I think you've just been feeling very much self-doubt. You've been feeling so much self-doubt in yourself, and I think in the next step in your life is you getting over that. I think you just need to find something that'll motivate you to get up every day, whether it be that checklist, whether it be like, hey, I'm going to wake up tomorrow, I'm going to make myself some coffee, I'm going to at least make a list of all of the things that I want to do and I need to do, and just start assigning them. Make yourself like a planner. You know, get yourself a small planner, something even in your phone, in your calendar. Make yourself a list and then start assigning days that you are going to accomplish these things. That was my dog. I don't know if you heard that. My dog was scratching. She says hi. He's very much coming to say hi to me. But anyway, yeah, I think you just need to start trusting your inner voice, trusting what you've got a lot of water energy and intuition energy going on. I think you've just been sort of like not trusting yourself, and you've been very much been kind of just resting too much. You've been taking too much rest and you're just not moving forward in your life. And I think you need to start doing that. Something that you very much want to do. And I think you will. I think you will very much accomplish it. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Again, your soul, your inner self, has been calling for you has been telling you everything that you need to be doing. And I think you need to start actually listening to yourself. You know yourself, and you are smart, and you are kind, and you know exactly what you should be doing. And I think I'm not even sure why you're here. This is me. This reading right here is telling me that you know what you should be doing. And I think you just probably came to this reading thinking that I'm just telling you everything you already know. You know that you know what to do. You just need to actually trust yourself. Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution and expression. You need to come out of your cave. You've been resting too long. You've been hiding from your inner self way too much. You need to come out of your cave and share your voice. Min Takan? Longing for home, belonging, the original light words. I don't know a whole lot about the Min Takan. I really should probably look into that. But I think you've been very much longing to belong. And that's probably why you've been feeling very depressed and not sure what to do and where to go. But I think as long as you answer what your soul is telling you to do and you share your voice and you come out of your cave, I think things are going to start turning around for you. And I know that's easier said than done. Trust me on that. I very much understand that. I've been doing much better in my life. You can too. Oop. Giraffe spirit, see the big picture. You need to see the big picture. Again, the moon card is very much like something that happens when like it's dark, but the moon comes out and starts illuminating and you start to see the things that you didn't see before, see the hidden things that you didn't see before. And I think you just need to start seeing the bigger picture. I think you've just been missing the moon in your life. That shining beacon. Bobcat spirit, life is a mystery. If you've just been undecided on where to go and you've just been feeling very stuck because life is a mystery, I got something to tell you. Life's a mystery for all of us, man. Like, it's a mystery for all of us, and we are all just wading our way through life the same as everyone. Like, some people are just handle it better than others. I think you just need to start following your gut. Stop thinking so much and just act. Listen to what your heart has been telling you to do and just go with it. This card kind of wants to come out. Antelope spirit. Life is speeding up. Life never stops moving. Life never stops changing. Life never stops moving, and it goes by fast. But if you remain where you are, well, you're never going to see the life that is around you. You're not going to see the big picture. Life's going to pass you by, and you are going to miss out on all of the things that you want to do. I don't think you want to live life with regret. Life is never going to stop slowing down. We can just do all we can to just stay afloat. Really. We're all just staying afloat and doing the best that we can. And I think you've been doing the best that you can. But you need to start listening to yourself. All right. Last, we're going to do a pendulum. I want you to start thinking of a yes or no question in your mind that can be answered with a yes or no. I know that was kind of redundant and repetitive what I just said, but we'll go with it. So hold it in your mind and my pendulum will answer it for you. It's a no. I was trying very hard to not make sure I wasn't influencing it. It's very warm in my room, but it was swinging no. All right, pile number 3. I hope you really enjoyed this reading. And I believe you. I believe in you. I think you need to just believe in yourself. All right, and if you liked this reading, please consider giving me a like and consider subscribing. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye-bye. All right, and before you go, please remember that tarot readings are for entertainment purposes only, as we all have free will. The outcome depicted in these readings are not set in stone. You are the creator of your own destiny. Please, please, please let me know if there's a particular type of reading you'd like to see down in the comments below. And I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you all again very, very soon. Bye-bye.